Hey guys, good morning. Guys, can you see my screen? Just type S in the chat box if you are able to see my screen. Yes, good morning everyone. So let's begin guys. So wherever we have stopped yesterday, let's begin there. So let's scroll down. So here we are going through more examples on XPath. And as part of that, we covered till here. Okay, this part is covered. Now let's move on to the next challenges. Okay, fine. So let's begin. The next one is finding the input tags having the name attribute. I have to do this on omea.blogspot.com application. So I'll open this omea.blogspot.com application. And what we need to do here, we have to find the input tags having the name attribute. So I'll inspect somewhere here. Either you can use the Google Chrome default dev tools, say Control F and use it. This is one way, or we can also use Selectors Hub by disabling all these options. Okay. I'm just disabling all the auto suggestion options and auto detection options. So here we can type and find it out. So first of all, here the question is, we have to find the input tags having name attributes. Okay. So guys, why I'm saying that we can also use Google Chrome DevTools is tomorrow if the selector sub is not available, we have to practice here, guys. Okay, don't think that it will be there most probably, but still, if you want to practice without selector sub, use this Google Chrome default dev tools here, Control F and use it. Okay, or else you have to try it here. /input will find all the UI elements on this web page having the HTML tag as input. Okay, all the UI elements on the web page having the tag as input. That's one thing. But there is one more thing here. They should have the attribute name as name. Okay. So in that case, I have to provide the square brackets. Inside the square bracket, I have to provide the attribute. Before the attribute, which symbol I have to provide, guys? Which symbol I have to specify before the attribute in the square brackets? Which symbol I have to provide? @ symbol, right? @ is a symbol, right? Here I'll provide @ symbol followed by the name of the attribute, that is name. Okay. All the input tags having the name attribute. Does they specify any value for the attributes? Finding the input tags having name attribute. Did they specify any value for the attribute? For the name attribute? No. So you don't have to specify the value. We can stop it here. /input square bracket @ name. Press enter. How many elements came up? Total how many elements came up? 19 elements. You can see the list of elements that came up here, guys. These are the list of elements. You can see the selector sub is providing the list of elements. You see this is an input tag of this username text box. When I hover the mouse on this, you see this username field is getting highlighted. You see username field, it is having the name attribute value as user ID. Another input field having the name as password. Another input field having the name as fname. Another input field having the name attribute. It can have any value, but it should have the input tag and the name attribute. Input tag and the name attribute. Input tag and the name attribute. Input tag and the name attribute, like that. Okay. So whatever the elements, that is total 19 elements got located out of 34, right? All of them have the input tag with the name attribute available. The value doesn't matter. Which value doesn't matter. So clear, guys? Clear? Clear with this? Finding the input tags having the name attribute is clear for you? How to find them? You see, I'm just these are your for your practice, guys. Okay, if someone asks you find all the elements on the web page having the name attribute, then you can write the XPath expression like this. Okay, that's what is the case. Now let's move on to the next one, guys. Finding the input tags using its attribute name and value. Okay, I have to give the name and also have to specify some value. Okay, so let's say I'll do one thing like this. I'll give the /input tag they mentioned here. Find the input tags. The tag name is given as input. I have written / input, and it should have the attribute name as name. So I have to give in the square bracket @ name. Okay. Square bracket @ name I'll give. Okay. / input square bracket at the name. And they're also saying that you have to give specify some value. Let's say I'll specify the value as is equal to, in single quotes, if I give q is the value of the name attribute. Okay, and press enter. What will happen? One element is getting located, only one element. That element is nothing but the search box field. Can you see that here? / input name and with some value. Are there 19 elements locating or only one element locating? Because there's only one element, guys, having the input tag with the name attribute whose value is q. That is nothing but the search box field. Okay, that got located. Fine, guys. This is how we have to practice, guys. Okay. Now they're asking us find the input tags. Find the input tags. Okay. Again, they are giving the input tags. Okay. Input is the tag name. After that, having checked attribute. So square bracket @ attribute name is what? Checked attribute, and press enter. How many elements are getting located? The elements having the input tag. The elements having the input tag with the checked attribute. There are 3. Total there are 3. You see input tag is there, and there is an attribute here somewhere here. I'll just drag it here. You will find it. You see checked attribute is there. Here also checked attribute is there. Here also checked attribute is there. The first element is like this orange checkbox field, which is in selected state. Okay. It is an input tag, which is in selected state. So checked attribute is there. Here another input tag, that is bicycle. You can see on the UI when I hover the mouse here, bicycle radio button, which is in selected state. Because of checked, it is in selected state. Input tag, third one is a laptop checkbox field having the checked attribute. Okay. Like this, we can find all the radio buttons and checkbox field on the web page, which are in selected state by using this XPath expression. Okay. Fine. Next one. This is all for practice purpose, guys. Okay. I'm just demonstrating before you. You can also practice all these checklist items. Okay. All the image tags inside the HTML page. All the image tags inside the HTML page. So we have to find all the images. For example, I'll go to another application. Let's say tutorials.com/demo application. And in this, I'll go to one of the product page, HP product page. And here I'll go to this product. And here there are several images on this page. This is one image, this is another image, this is another image, like that. If there are any other images also, they'll be located. Right click somewhere and select inspect option. And go to the selector sub here. And here write down. Write down here. What is the tag name of the images, guys? If I have to locate all the images on the web page, what is the HTML tag name? IMG, right? So I have to write / IMG. This will locate all the images. How many images are there? Total, how many images are there? 3 images. Let's see whether all the 3 are getting located here. Okay, 1 minute. Coming here. Okay. Then I have to remove the auto suggestions and all. Image tag, 3 elements. Yeah, now it's coming properly. But if I scroll down, it's not happening. You can see that 3 images are getting located. This image, this image, this image. Total 3 images are there, which IMG tag are getting located. First image, second image, third image. First, second, third. Okay. Like that. Next one. Finding an image element using its attribute value. Okay. So I'll go to this application. Here we have an image, right? For example, this image I want to locate. I'll inspect this. And it has a IMG tag. And with one of the attribute value, I'll locate / IMG. /img, and I have to give some attribute value. Let's say square bracket at the rate height. Height is equal to the single quotes. If I give 200 px and close and press enter. Okay. Any mistake I have done?
Height spelling, sir.
Yeah,
H-E-H-T.
correct. Correct. Yeah. T-I-G. Yeah. H-T, right? Yeah. T-H-I. Yeah, now it's locating. You see the image, the single element got located, which is having the image which is having the img tag and whose attribute name is height and whose value is some 200 px. Okay. So like that we can solve. Find an image using its attribute value. This is one example. Now finding a drop-down field. Drop-down field will have which tag is? Which HTML tag drop-down field will have in HTML?
Select.
Select tag. Right, correct. Select tag is the tag name that a drop-down fields will have. Okay. And they also said that it should have class attribute value with combo box. Okay. Finding a drop-down field having the class attribute value as combo box. Okay. So drop-down field will have which tag? Select tag. Okay. And it should have the class attribute with value as combo box. COMBOBOX box. And square bracket press enter. One element got located. Which drop-down field got located? This drop-down field got located. Older newsletter drop-down field got located. And they're also saying that, and also you have to locate a hyperlink having value as having value class. I think hyperlink having the value attribute. Value is the attribute name. Hyperlink value is that attribute name. And whose value attributes value should be what? Value attributes value should be linked to. Okay. So here, if I have to find multiple elements, which operator I have to use here? You see, in a single XPath, I have to write pipe operator, right? I clearly explained. Okay. Pipe operator followed by anchor tags will have, hyperlinks will have a tag, /a, and they should have the attribute name as @value, and whose value should be what? Link, some link to, right? Press enter. How many elements got located? 2 elements. What are those 2 elements? Drop-down field and hyperlink. Okay. Like this, we can write the XPath expressions. Everyone clear so far? Just type C in the chat box if these concepts are getting clear for you. Any doubts you can ask me also, guys. Any doubts you can ask me. Clear. Okay. Finding hyperlink having ID attribute whose value is link1. Okay. Hyperlink will have which tag? Anchor tag. So I'll simply write down /a. Okay. Having ID attribute whose value is link1. So square bracket @ID whose attribute value is link1. Press enter, it will locate the element. Okay. And also the hyperlink whose value is linked to. Okay. Pipe symbol. First I'll write pipe symbol /a whose ID attribute value is, what is that? Link to. Link to. Press enter, it will locate. Okay, it's locating 3 elements. There is any other element where it is locating. Let's find it out. Let's scroll it up. Yeah. First link is this one, second link is this one, third link. Okay. Maybe both have the same ID, it seems. That's why it's getting located. That's okay. So is there any way to simplify this? Is there any way to simplify this? Can we use OR operator? Because tag names are same, right? Tag names are same. Anchor tag, anchor tag. Instead of pipe symbol, I can write something like this, right? I can remove all this part. I can remove this and provide some OR operator here. Because tag name is same for both the XPath expressions. We can use OR operator instead of pipe symbol that I have explained already to you. The same 3 elements are getting located. Same 3 elements are getting located. Okay. the hyperlinks on this page who is having the ID as link to link 1 and another ID as link 2, okay, are getting located. Yes, correct. Correct, guys. Then finding the button tags, that means tag name is button, whose ID attribute value is BUT2. Okay. So finding the button tags, elements having the button tags. No. Rajkumar, that is not possible. You have to mention the attribute name inside. @ID is equal to link1 or @ID is equal to link2. Okay, we cannot say or link1, link2, like that is not there. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, /button whose ID attribute value is equal to BUT2. Press enter. The button is getting located. The required button having this ID attribute value is BUT2 is getting located on the web page. Only one element. Okay. Fine. Like that, we can keep on practicing, guys. Find any tag. This time they are not giving the tag name, but they are giving the attribute name and value name. So if they are not giving the tag name, so for example, if they say anchor tag, I'll write /A. If they are saying image tag, I'll say image. If they say image, I have to locate image. I'll say img tag. If they say button, I'll say button tag. Okay. If they say text area field, I'll write text area here. But they are saying they don't know the tag name. It can be any tag. In that case, what symbol I have to use? I have to use asterisk symbol. Everyone type in the chat box. Another symbol that is I'm introducing you guys in place of any tag. If you have to find an element for that element, if you don't know the tag name, okay, or you don't want to specify the tag name, and it can be any element on the web page. Okay, so // asterisk symbol. Okay, we have to use asterisk symbol that everyone is typing in the chat box. // asterisk symbol. Any element on web page, any tag you can say. Otherwise, Vivek, you can say any tag. Instead of any element, you can say any tag. / asterisk means it can be any tag. If I press enter here, you see total 608 elements got located, guys. Total elements. Some tag will be there for, right? Every element on this web page have some tag. It can be anchor tag, it can be image tag, it can be input tag, it can be button tag, it can be text area, it can be any other stuff, right? So all the total elements on the web page in all combinations are got located. That is total how many elements are there on this web page? Total how many elements are on this web page? 608 are there. But here we have to filter out because in this question they said find any tags, but the attribute name should be ID and whose value should be BUT2. So what I will write? Square bracket, it can be any tag having the ID attribute and whose value to be BUT2, and press enter. How many elements got filtered out of 608 elements having any tag? Only one, because it can be any tag. So in this case, which tag? It may be a button tag or something, maybe. Okay. Yeah, it is a button tag having the ID as BUT2, but here I have not mentioned the button tag. I mentioned asterisk. Asterisk means it can be any tag, but whose attribute should be ID, should have the ID attribute, and it should be BUT2. Yeah, guys. Any questions here? Is it clear, guys? How we have used asterisk symbol is clear? Or any questions you can ask me. You can stop me at any point of time. I keep going like this because a lot of examples are there. You have to ask me properly. Okay. Now this time they are giving the next example. They are giving that finding button tags. Okay. They are saying that we should find the button tags. That means button tag is given. Instead of asterisk, we'll use button here now. / button. And next thing they are saying is having any attribute. This time any attribute they are saying. It can have any attribute. So which symbol I use before the attribute name? Which symbol I have to use before the attribute name? @ symbol. But they are not giving the attribute name. It can be any attribute. So what symbol I have to use to specify any attribute? What symbol I have to use to specify any attribute? Again, asterisk symbol, guys. I have to use asterisk symbol. Okay. Any tag also asterisk symbol. Any attribute also after the @ symbol, I have to write asterisk symbol. Okay. Asterisk symbol I have to write. This specifies any attribute. Okay. Any attribute, but they have given the value as BUT2. So I'll give is equal to BUT2. Press enter. Again, the same button got located. Why? Because here clearly we mentioned button tag. So button tag, it can be any attribute whose value is BUT2. Here ID attribute is having BUT2. Doesn't matter whether it is an ID attribute or name attribute, but this XPath expression will locate. Okay, it can be any attribute, but attribute name value should have BUT2 as a value. Okay, it should be button tag again. That's the thing. You can use asterisk symbol in place of any tag. You can use asterisk symbol in case of any attribute. Now another example, finding button tags having button tags they said. Okay, so double slash button, they clearly gave the button tag. Finding the button tags having ID attribute they said. @ID I'll give. Okay, the ID attribute also gave. And any value, they have not given the value. Now is equal to, what I have to write is equal to what? Double slash button, square bracket, @ID is equal to, in single quotes, I have to write asterisk symbol. Will it work? No, guys, it will not work. If they are not giving the attribute value, then no need of specifying it. Keep it blank. @ID is enough. Okay, asterisk symbol is only for the tag name and attribute name, not for the value. Type it, guys. We'll remember this. For what we can write the attribute asterisk symbol? Only for the tag name, any tag and any attribute. Asterisk symbol. Any tag, any attribute. Asterisk symbol can be used. But for the value, any value can use asterisk symbol? No. The answer is no, guys. Asterisk is only for tag name and attributes, not for values. If there is any value, you should not specify the value at all. Okay. If they say that, okay, here you see button tag having the ID attribute. It can be of any value. And I can prove you that what elements got located here, you see. First button 2. It is having the ID attribute. Its value is BUT2. Okay. Another button whose ID is a different value, BUT1. And another button whose ID is myBTN. Okay. And there is another button whose ID attribute value is button 9. There is another button whose ID attribute value is button 9. Okay, like that. 5 elements got located which have button tag having the ID attribute with any value. It can have any value. So you don't have to specify the value, that becomes any value. Okay. So type, guys, if you don't specify the value, it will become any value. No value is equal to any value. Okay. Just type no value is equal to any value. Then you can remember this. This is very important to remember this. Okay, a lot of people get confused. No value is equal to any value. Just type everyone. No value, like Rajkumar has typed, everyone type no value is equal to any value. Asterisk is equal to, you can also type asterisk is equal to any tag or any attribute. Asterisk is equal to any tag or any attribute. No value is equal to any value. Okay. Asterisk is equal to any tag or any attribute. So, but asterisk cannot be used for any value. No value is any value. Okay, like that you have to remember. Hope it is clear. If it is clear, just type C in the chat box. We'll go to the next one.
సార్
Yeah.
సార్ హ్యాష్ట్రిక్ సింబల్ యూస్ చేసినప్పుడు అంటే ట్యాగ్ నేమ్ దగ్గర లేదా అట్రిబ్యూట్స్ దగ్గర అది మామూలుగా వర్క్ ఎప్పుడు వర్క్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటుందా సార్? అంటే అదే మధ్యలో ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఏం రాకుండా ఉంటుందా రియల్ టైంలో?
I didn't get your question. Come again.
అంటే రియల్ టైం వర్క్ చేసేటప్పుడు అంటే దానివల్ల ఎటువంటి ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు కదా సార్? అంటే వాల్యూ చేంజ్ అయ్యేంత వరకు.
Asterisk symbol can be used for any tag, any attribute. That's clear for you, na? First of all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any value means asterisk symbol should not be used. Instead, we should not specify the value is equal to and value. We should not provide. Up to that, it is clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I am asking in real time.
In real time, do we have to use asterisk symbol or not?
Yes, sir.
Is that the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sometimes, right, we have to find, let's say 5 elements on the web page. Okay. They may have different tag. but same name attribute value, let's say. Okay, name is equal to, for example, I want to find something here. They may have different tags, but name attribute and its value are same. Then what you will do? You have to write like that only, right? Double forward slash hashtag at the rate name is equal to some value will give. In that case, what happens? It can have any tags. Multiple elements can be located, right? Sometimes the situations may come in real time, but very rare. Okay.
At that time, if you want to select only one particular thing,
At that time,
if you want to select only one particular thing, one web element only from the five different elements, that will work at that time. If you use asterisk in place of tag name.
it still locates. Okay, it's single element also it will locate. Double slash asterisk at the rate name is equal to q. For example, Rajkumar has typed in the chat box. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that will locate single element only. String asterisk means any tag, but filtering is happening with the help of attribute name and value. In that case, if multiple elements are coming with the same name and attribute value, multiple elements will come. If there is only one element having that particular attribute name, it can have any tag, but only one value. That there is a possibility that only one element also may come. It can come multiple elements or one element also.
Oh, okay, sir.
Clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It may be different combinations, guys. Okay. Sometimes what happens is in real time, when you are using the asterisk symbol, any tag having the, for example, if I use something like this, double slash asterisk at the rate ID, how many elements may come? It can be any tag, but attribute value should be what? Attribute name should be what? ID. Multiple elements will come. There are 122 elements on this web page of different tag names. Okay, the tag names may be different. You see, style tag is there, div tag is there, iframe. But only the common thing between these different elements is that they have the ID attribute. Everywhere you see, even though it's style tag, it has ID attribute. Even though it's style tag, it has ID attribute. Even though it's div tag, it has ID attribute. Even though it's iframe tag, it has somewhere it will have ID attribute. Okay, div tag ID attribute. Like the different tag names can be there, ID attribute. Sometimes if you give something like this, it should be only input tag having the ID attributes. Then you will not get this iframe, span, div. You will not get. Only you will get the elements having the input as a tag name and ID attribute. You see, 16 elements came. 16 elements came, which have input tag but ID attribute. Like that, you can keep filtering. Suppose if I say input and if I don't provide the attribute name, it can be any attribute, input tag, but different any attribute. In that case, total 34 came. 34 elements came. Input having any attribute name is it can be type attribute, input having type attribute, input having type, name, style, it can be any attribute. Here, name attribute, style attribute, input having, but the tag name should be input, okay, kind of stuff. Okay. Sometimes if you want to filter more is equal to, if I say at the rate hashtag is equal to, let's say Q, I'll say. Q, I say, and press enter. What happened? Only one element because input tag, it can have any attribute whose value should be what? Q. Autocomplete doesn't have the value Q. So this is not the filter that has used, okay, for locating this element, that is this text box field. Class having different value, not Q. But name, it can be any attribute. It can be name attribute having the value as Q. So it's matching. Input tag is matching. Any attribute is matching. It can be any attribute. It can be name or it can, but value should be what? Q. Now it's clear for you? With this extra examples, is it clear? You can use any combination. It can be any tag, any attribute, some value also you can write. For example, here, in place of input, I can write double forward slash asterisk square bracket at the rate asterisk is equal to Q and press enter. The same element got located. Okay. So why? Because it can be any tag. So in this case, it is input tag and any attribute can be there, but value should be Q. Only one element on the web page is having the attribute name value as Q. Okay. Attribute names value as attribute name having the value as Q. Okay. That's why it got located. So why we are doing all this stuff is not, don't think them in real time. This is for practicing, guys. Okay. So do we have to learn all this stuff? The more you practice, the more confident you will become in XPath expression. This is a complete cheat sheet. Whatever I'm covering you is cheat sheet. You may not require this much of knowledge. But if you have this knowledge, you will create the XPath expressions on the fly. I'm not saying that every time in real time you'll get this kind of situations where, you have to use asterisk symbol and all. But having this knowledge of this syntax of this XPath expressions and different symbols of the XPath expressions will make you guys confident. We don't know in what situations we may get this kind of requirement. Okay, but these are all for practice purpose we are doing. But I'm not just taking this real time into consideration. But by practicing this XPath expressions, you will get confidence. Okay, you will get confidence of writing your own XPath expressions. Clear? Is it now clear? Why we are practicing all this stuff is clear for you? You may not get this opportunity to use all these asterisk symbols in real time and locate the elements, but if you practice it, it will become more clear for you. Okay. Yes. Now finding the input tags. Finding the input tags, they clearly mention input tags. So I'll give /input. Okay. And having the name attribute, they gave the name attribute also, @name, input tag, having the name attribute. And also they gave the name attributes value as gender. So I'll give is equal to gender. Press enter. Two elements got located. What are those two elements? You see this male and female radio buttons got located. Okay. Two elements, that is male and female radio buttons. You can see here in the selector sub, you can clearly see in input tag matching, they have the name attribute and values are gender. There are two elements. Okay. That's why they got located. Okay. Fine. The next thing is finding the first input tags.
Arun, can
Yeah.
you go to the previous page?
This one?
Yeah. Instead of writing @name, can you write the type is equal to radio? And what are the possibilities for the other attribute? This I want to know.
You can write any attribute name. There's no problem. Here only we are taking this, whatever the challenges are there, we are creating the XPath expressions. But in real time, you can create, by creating the XPath expressions, you can instead of name, you can use ID attribute here. ID is equal to radio 1, you can say, or type is equal to radio. If you say type is equal to radio, what will happen? It will give you two elements or more than two elements. What do you think?
Those are two elements.
Only two or more than two?
It may be possible if there
How
is
many? How
another
many
radio
came?
buttons.
How many came?
5.
5.
5.
Because there are other radio buttons on this, they also have the type as radio. Every input field having the type radio means that is a radio button, right? Total how many radio
Yeah.
buttons? This XPath expression is locating you all the radio buttons on the web page. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
4 elements will be located. Okay. So that's what matters. Fine. You can use anything. You can use any attribute. You can use more attributes also. Again, you want to filter like this. You can write like this also. Name
What
is
about this style? Style is equal to empty.
so you want to specify the style. If it is empty, you can only specify up to style only. Like this.
Okay.
At the rate style. You
Okay.
can, because there is no value, right? So it's better to write at the rate style. If it has some value, you just say is equal to some value. Okay.
Okay.
You can add any number of attributes like this. Okay. You can keep going for filtering. It's all about filtering and finding the appropriate element in the real time. But here, these are for practice purpose only. Okay.
Okay.
Finding the first input tags, having the name attribute as gender. So first input tag, they gave the name attribute and also they gave the value as gender. /input name attribute value whose value is gender. How many elements are getting located? How many elements are getting located? 2 elements, right? 2 elements, right? You are right. In the chat box, you are typing 2 elements, right? These are the 2 elements. But in these 2 elements, we have to first find the first option, that is only male radio button. I have to locate. I don't want to locate. So here, the thing here is, do we have to search this at the page level or the tag level? That's the question, right? If I click on this, and I'll inspect this one first of all. And here, if you see the HTML code, this input tags, this first input tag and second input tag are under the div tag. There's a parent tag. Under the parent tag only these 2 tags are there. So I'll search at the tag level. So directly here, followed by 1, if I give and press enter, what will happen? So input tag having the name value attribute value is gender, but the first position one, that is male. If I give 2 means female option. If I give 3 means 0 elements. There is no third input tag here. Under this div tag, there is no third position input tag. Okay. It is a tag level searching. Hope you are clear. Guys, it's clear how to solve this challenge. Find the first input tags having the name. You also have to, after my demonstration is over, you can go to these notes and practice one by one, guys. Okay, that will, because you are just watching my session, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to practice this. Okay, all the challenges I give you in this notes, you have to practice. Okay, one time at least after the sessions. Okay, the assignments will be like that only for a few days. Okay, I'll give you the assignments, previous session assignments. Along with that, whatever the notes, in the notes I covered that examples, right? Those examples you have to practice. Okay, this questions and answers you have to practice. Finding the second input tags. Finding the second input tags having the name attribute as gender. I already told you this. I already covered this. Okay, and finding any tags. Any tags means directly what I have to write, guys? Forward, double forward slash. Any tag means asterisk symbol, right? I have to write asterisk symbol here. Any tags having the name attribute as gender. They gave the attribute name and value also as gender. Gender. Okay. Press enter. Two elements. So it can be any attribute. It is input attribute and they have the name attribute and value as gender. Okay, if on this page, if there are any other elements having the same name, gender with different tag, they will also get located. But here in this example, we are not getting, but in real time, I'm telling you, asterisk means any tag can have the name and value as gender. If there is any other element on this page having any other tag, having the name is called gender, they also will get located. Okay, but here only two elements because only those input tags have that. Now finding input tags having any attribute, these are all repeated for you. Okay, just for practicing more, I covered this. So input tags, they gave the input tags. So double slash input having the any attribute means at the rate. What I have to give guys? Any attribute at the rate hashtag I have to give. Okay, at the rate hashtag, and they gave the value. Yes, they gave the value. So is equal to gender. Only tag name can be anything. So again, the same two elements. There the input tags are matching. Any attribute name, it can be ID or type or name or value or style or anything, but value should be gender. Whose attribute has the value as gender? Name attribute. Okay. So this asterisk is matching with the name and gender is coming. Okay. That's why two elements. Okay. That's correct. Fine, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Find any tags again. Again, simply we have to write what? Double forward slash asterisk symbol. Okay. Any tags means asterisk symbol. Having any attribute. Any attribute means square bracket at the rate hashtag again. Right? Any tag, any attribute. Now, value is given, but value is given as gender is equal to gender. It can have any attribute, any tag, but again, two elements are only getting filtered out because hashtag is matching for input and here hashtag is matching for name. Hashtag is matching for input, hashtag is matching for name and value is gender. Okay, value is gender. Fine, guys. Double forward slash hashtag at the rate hashtag is equal to gender. Okay. Clear, everyone? Okay, great, fine. Next one, finding input tags. They are saying finding input tags. So double slash input having name attribute. They gave the name attribute at the rate name, I'll write. And value as anything. Is equal to hashtag I would write or just close the square bracket. What do you think? For any value, no value is equal to any value is equal to no value, right? You remember, right? I don't have to specify the asterisk symbol. I have to simply close the square bracket. That's it. For only tag name and attribute name, I have to specify the asterisk. No value is equal to any value. Okay. Then you got the two input tags having the name attribute. Value can be anything. Total 19 elements, sorry, 19 elements because there are input tag having the name attribute whose value can be user ID. There is an input tag, name attribute whose value can be password. Input tag, name attribute whose value can be fname. Input tag, name attribute whose value can be lname. Like that, different elements on the page having the name attribute as different values. Okay. So no value is equal to any value. If you remember, you can write this kind of stuff. Okay. Again, find any tags, hashtag symbol, double forward slash asterisk symbol. And the next thing is any attribute at the rate asterisk, at the rate asterisk. And next thing is anything, value as anything. So here close the square bracket. No value is equal to any value. So only for tag names and attributes names I'll give asterisk symbol. If they say any value means this is the thing, guys. Okay, press enter. Total 520 elements on this page got located, having any tag name, any attribute name, and with any value. Okay, with having any value. So there are 520 elements got located. Okay, so fine. This is how they are getting located. Any tag, any value, any attribute, any value. There are total 520 elements on the web page. Okay. So generally, these kind of situations will not come where you have to locate this many number of elements, but this is for practice purpose only. Finding any elements. Any elements means double forward slash asterisk. Okay. Yeah. Maybe why? Because yeah, Rajkumar is asking me a question. You can see into the chat box, guys. The question is something like this. When I say double slash asterisk, we got 608 elements. Again, when I say at the rate asterisk, I got, okay, 1 minute. Double forward slash asterisk, I got 608 elements. Again, at the rate asterisk, square bracket, close, press enter. Okay, I think I don't know what's happening here, but it's now earlier it has not located properly, I guess. Okay, that's the only thing. There was a temporary glitch, I guess. 508 came or 608 came last time. 520 came, na? But now it's giving me proper 608 only. Okay, there was a yeah, last time there a temporary glitch maybe. Okay. Let me try again. Yeah, total 608 only coming. Okay, don't worry. Is that clear? Rajkumar, it's a temporary glitch maybe. Okay. Try it again. In place of this, I provide asterisk symbol and press enter. Now 520 is coming. Okay. So maybe what I'm thinking, Rajkumar, is selector sub is not working fine here. Let's try this here. Control F. Asterisk. Total how many are coming? 554 or something are coming. And if I give only asterisk, I am getting 650. Different number are coming, right? Different number are coming. Why do you think will come? Why do you think different number is coming? Sometimes 608, sometimes 520. Yes. The thing here is maybe there are some, if I give double forward slash asterisk, there may be some elements on the web page who doesn't have any attributes. Okay. Why 608 are coming? There can be some elements on the web page having any tag name, but they may not have any attributes, zero attributes. But the moment I say at the rate name here, let's say, it's locating only 37 elements. That is that any tag name, but having the name attribute. If I give asterisk symbol, then it's locating 520. That means it can have any tag name, but they should have attributes. Earlier, no attributes. This time, attributes. So that's the difference. Okay. Clear, Rajkumar? Clear? Is that clear? Everyone clear? What is the difference between double forward slash asterisk and double forward slash asterisk at the rate asterisk? Okay. So when I don't give this part, it's locating 608 some kind of elements. The other extra elements are the elements which have the tag name without any attributes. They don't have empty attributes. Okay. Zero attributes. Such kind of elements are coming. But the moment I provide at that asterisk, it's filtering based on at least one attribute is there. It's filtering. Okay. That's why let's count. Now, yeah. Finding any elements means double forward slash asterisk having ID attribute. ID attribute means square bracket at the rate ID. Value as radio 1. Okay. whose value is radio1, id is equal to radio1, and name attribute value as square bracket at the rate name attribute value as gender. Okay, gender, G and DR. Here we are giving simply two attributes, two conditions. It's like AND condition. Okay, it's like AND condition. So it can be any tag name. Only male radio button got selected. It can be any tag name. In this case, it is input tag, and it should have ID attribute. Yes, ID attribute whose value should be radio1. Yes, radio1, and it should have name attribute whose value is gender. So only male option. Okay. So if they're asking for multiple attribute names, you can write like this with AND condition. Okay. Now next one. Finding first input tags having name attribute as gender and is a first element. Okay. So finding input tags. They clearly gave it should be an input tag. /input. /input having what, guys? Having name attribute. Name attribute at the rate name whose value is gender, they are saying. Okay, if I do like this, I'll get two elements.
Class
Understand your problems? Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay, guys. Input tags having name attribute whose value is gender. Okay. Whose value is gender. Fine. Input tag having the name attribute value whose value is gender. Two elements are coming. But here they are asking us to find the first element. So what I will do here is in these two elements, I have to find the first element. So I have to figure out at the tag level or page level, I have to find out. Okay. So I'll see, inspect this one of the element and see that these input tags, these two input tags having this name attribute value as gender are under the div tag. There is a parent tag. So I'll just simply put what? One here. I don't have to search at the page level. I can search at the tag level. Which level I have to search, guys? Tag level or page level? Type in the chat box your answer. Do you have to search at the tag level or page level? Tag level. So like this, you have to verify and tag level you search. It is figuring it out. Okay, it's locating. And second element means simply here provide number 2 tag level only. It will find female option here. Instead of male, it will find female. 1 means male option, 2 means female option, like that. Okay, this is also done. Okay, so finding any elements having ID attribute value. Okay, finding any elements. Any elements means /# hashtag symbol. /# hashtag symbol. And on the top of that, having ID attribute. ID attribute means at the rate ID attribute. Value as radio1 is equal to radio1. And name attribute value as gender. At the rate name is equal to gender. Like this. You see, while reading this, you should be able to write the XPath expression. Any element, hashtag symbol, ID attribute value. ID attribute is a name, ID attribute name, whose value is radio1. Name attribute is the name attribute, name, and value is gender. Like this, I have to write and press enter. It's locating only one element because tag name can be anything, is in this case input, and it should have ID attribute value as radio1 and name attribute value as gender. Okay, that's it. Now we have completed the first list, and we have to go to the part 2. Okay, these are repetitions, guys. Okay, these are repetitions. Okay, these are just the repetitions. They will not take much time. Let me continue. If you have understood all this stuff, you would be able to do all this stuff. Okay, tomorrow I'll take XPath functions. Freshly, I'll start XPath functions tomorrow. But today we'll go with this. We'll complete these examples for today. Okay, find all the hyperlinks. Simple, right? If they say hyperlinks will have which tag? Anchor tag. All the hyperlink means /A. All the images means everyone type in the chat box. If I have to find all the images, how to write the XPath? Write the answer. Proper XPath you write. Don't say IMG. You have to write /. img. 4 images are there on this page. If I want to find all the input tags, if I want to find all the elements having the input tags, /input. If I have to find all the elements on the web page having the button tag, what I have to write? Button I have to write. Yes, guys, whatever you are typing in the chat box is 100% correct. That's clear now? That's what is the example here. That's it. Now find all the hyperlinks. So find all the hyperlinks means /A having the URL. What will be the attribute name for which will be holding that for anchor tags will be holding an attribute, right? What is the attribute name, guys? Yes, Rajkumar, you are right. href is the attribute. Everyone type in the chat box. The URL of the anchor tags or hyperlinks will have the attribute name as href as the attribute. Square bracket @href. Href is the attribute name. Okay. And they also have the value. They have given the value whose URL should be. This is the URL they have given. Copy this URL and paste it here in the square single quotes. Okay. And press enter. How many elements are locating? 4 elements. You see? Anchor tag. Having the href attribute, the URL will be stored in href attribute. So we should understand the href we have to write. And whose value is http://www.selenium143.blogspot.com. Yeah, locating. Anchor tag, again href, same. They may have different IDs. You see, they may have different IDs, but href values is same. So with the same URL, how many elements are there? How many hyperlinks are on this web page? With the same URL, how many hyperlinks are there in this web page? Total 4 elements are there on the web page, right? There are total 4 elements on the web page having the same URL. Hyperlink having the same URL. That's how. Now find the first hyperlink having this URL. Now I'll inspect one of the hyperlink. For example, in this one of the hyperlink I'll inspect. So only one element is under the p tag, but whatever the remaining 3 elements, are they under the p parent tag? Yes or no? You see, in this case, if I have to find the first hyperlink having the URL as this particular URL, do I have to search at the tag level or page level? If you look at the HTML code, only one element is there under this, not 4 elements. Then I have to search at the page level or tag level. How to search at the page level? Which what I have to surround this XPath expression with in order to search at the page level? Yes, I have to use circular brackets. Surround them with circular brackets. Instead of directly providing number 1, I have to provide what? Circular brackets and then 1. Square bracket 1. Now, the first element is getting located. First hyperlink having this URL is getting located on the page level. 2 means this hyperlink at the page level, which is as the second position on the page level, is getting located. 3 means this one is getting located. 4 means this element is getting located. Okay, I covered this right concept of tag level, page level in one of the previous session. If you have not gone through that, you can refer that previous session. Okay. These are the XPath expressions. Fine. Correct, guys. Circular brackets followed by the number we have to give. So we have other examples. Same thing. Find the third hyperlink. We have done. Difference between this one is also clear. Okay. If I don't provide here, in this case, if I don't search at the page level, if I search at the tag level, what will happen? If I give 1 here, you will get 4 elements, guys. You will not get 1 element. Why? Because under every, it's directly under p tag. Okay. All these 4 elements are under the p tag only. This one, you see, this one, all are under the, not the same p tag. Okay. This one is, for example, this one is a first element. Inspect this. It's under the p tag. What about the second one? Inspect the second one. Let's inspect the second one. Sorry. Second one, let's take the second one. Inspect this element. It's not under the p tag. It's under a div tag. Okay. Under the each tag, their position is 1. That's the reason you cannot find the first hyperlink, hyperlink having this URL like this. Okay. That's the reason you have to provide circular brackets to find them at the page level. Otherwise, you will get 4 elements even though you put 1. There is no use of putting 1. Okay. Now, after putting circular brackets, it will search at the page level, not under the tag parent tag level. So it will filter out at the page level and give it us. Okay, that's the reason. That's the difference between writing with circular brackets, without circular brackets, that I have already covered in the previous sessions in detail. You can watch that. Okay. Find first child of HTML tag. Find the first child of HTML tag. So first they gave the HTML tag is double forwards the HTML. So who will be the children of the HTML tag? How to find the children of the HTML tag? Single forward slash asterisk symbol. If I give and press enter, how many elements are coming? These are the two children. The HTML has two children. One is head tag, other one is body. Two children. If I have to find the two children, all the children of the HTML tag, I have to write like this: double forward slash HTML, under that forward slash asterisk symbol. Okay, the children. To go to the children level, we use forward slash and asterisk symbol. Head is coming, body is coming. Now, in this, I have to find the first position one. This head and body are under the same tag or not? The parent is same for this head and body children or not? Yes or no? So I have to search at the, if I have to find the first element under the first child under the HTML, do I have to do at the tag level or at the page level for head and body? Tag level. So directly I'll write asterisk symbol 1. It will locate head tag only. Head tag only located. If I give 2 means body tag will get located. You see, body tag got located. Okay, here. Don't worry about this search. Okay. This here you see the body tag is getting located. Okay, body tag. Okay, fine. Like that. 1 means head tag, 2 means body tag. Next one. Find the first child of the body tag. So here, double slash body. How to find? Now write the XPath expression, guys. How to go to the child level and find all the children of the body tag. If I want to find all the children of the body tag, double slash body, followed by what I would write? Forward slash, followed by asterisk symbol. Press enter. So how many total 7 elements are there under the body tag? If I go under the body tag, okay, first div is there, second div is there. Okay, this is another div, script is there, script is there. Total, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7. Few things are div tags, few things are script tags, like that 7 are there. You can see here also. If I scroll down, you can see div tags, script tags, everything came up. Now in that, if I have to find the first child of the body tag, first child of the body tag, this particular div I want to find. Yes, at the tag level, so I have to write 1. Press enter to locate only one element. That element is nothing but this element, that is nothing but the highlighted one here. This one got located. Okay, fine. And also, guys, when you are using selector sub will add an extra attribute XPath is equal to 1. You see, this XPath is equal, so that you can understand that selectors have allocated this one. Okay, for the other div tags, XPath has not come. If I remove this, it will say XPath is equal to 1, XPath is equal to 2, XPath is equal to 3, XPath is equal to 4. This extra attribute is being added by selector sub, stating that we have located these elements, okay, but they are not really part of the HTML code. This attribute is coming from the selector sub, okay, just to indicate that these elements are getting located. Okay, keep that point in mind. So guys, that's all for today. Any doubts, any questions? I demonstrated a lot of examples today for you, and tomorrow we'll go for XPath functions, and maybe day after tomorrow we'll go for XPath access. And after that, we'll go for CSS selectors. Will not take much time. Only one day will be required. Just you need to understand the difference between XPath and CSS. That's it. Okay. But mostly we'll use XPath expressions in real time. But if you know the differences between XPath and CSS are very easy. Okay. But stick to XPath, guys. Learn XPath because XPath expressions are powerful ones. And since IE browser is already removed from the list of browsers, and we don't have to automate it anymore, so you can either choose XPath or CSS in these days. Okay, they don't make any difference, and the speed difference is very minor, very minor. You cannot even consider how much minor speed difference is there. So you can easily choose XPath expressions and you can ignore CSS selectors. But for knowledge purpose, for interview purpose, we will be learning the CSS selectors also. But that will happen in the upcoming sessions. So for now, the left out topics are XPath functions, and other topic is XPath access, because of which XPath is powerful of all the locators. What is the topic behind? What is the topic which makes XPath expressions powerful out of all the other locators like ID, name, class name, link text, CSS, etc. Why XPath is powerful? Because of this concept known as XPath access. Okay, because of the XPath access, XPath expressions are powerful of all the other locators we have. Okay, clear? Fine. Any doubts, any questions, guys, from today's session? Do you have any questions with the examples I demonstrated? So the assignments will be very simple. You have to practice all these things I have demonstrated. Along with that, yesterday's and day before yesterday's assignments you have to do. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have any questions or anyone have joined today to this batch? Newcomers to this batch, anyone have joined today? Is your first day kind of?
Yeah, hi, Arun. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I am Vignesh. I have joined today.
Okay, you can type me in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Sangeeta, for the feedback. So hope I have helped you out. That's great. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. So Manjula, yeah, you guys have typed. Okay, Vignesh, should you join today? Vignesh and Madhavi, right? Yes. Vignesh also joined today. Okay, I'll talk to you, Madhavi and Vignesh. I'll give you a plan. Just be with me. Before that, I would like to answer the doubts clearing for the people. So Vignesh and Madhavi be there in the meeting for a while. Okay. So coming to the Manjula, Manjula is asking me a question in the chat box. Like, sir, in interviews, they're asking for dynamic XPath. So dynamic XPath, if you have to understand, right? In order to understand the dynamic XPath, you have to understand using Selenium. Okay. Selenium automation. I have to explain that. So I'll tell you. Using Selenium automation, we have to craft that. Okay, you with the help of programming and XPath expressions. Okay, give an example for. I cannot directly bring it right, so I'm just searching in the chat box, chat GPT. Give an example for dynamic XPath in Selenium automation. Okay, like this, if I type, you will get an example. Let's see what example they will give. You see, this is a dynamic XPath. Okay, you're concatenating. So here, the item text you can modify this. If you give item 2, it will be locating different element. If you give item 3, this I'll demonstrate during the Selenium automation sessions. Okay, don't worry about dynamic XPath now. I have to explain it as part of Selenium automation. Okay, so you see here you are preparing an XPath expression, but the XPath expression some value of the XPath expression is not constant. It's changing. It's not a same value. Okay, it can be item text can be item 1, item 2, item 3. It can be okay like that. Mostly it will be used in the where exactly, guys, in the tables. We generally use dynamic XPath expressions mostly in the tables, guys. Okay, is that clear, Manjula? Manjula, right, who has asked the question? Yeah, so I'll take that thing during the okay during that. Yes, fine. Yeah, Nigoro Bowls is giving me one URL. Let me copy that and open that. Yeah, in this kind of pages, we can live sports kind of stuff and all. We can do that. Okay, things keep changing, and we can. Yeah, we'll go there later. Nigora Bowls. Just let's add this over to our weekend live session initiative. Okay, weekend live session initiative. We can take some challenge out of this website. Okay, Echo ESPN Crick Info, right? We'll take that as the weekend thing. Okay. Weekend batch challenge URL for dynamic XPath. Okay. I'll just take this later. We'll cover, but not now. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, that's good. Then any other questions we have? Let's see. Manjula will definitely cover that. Okay. When we are automating, right, definitely the situation will come where we have to create a dynamic XPath. Okay, in real time or something. Then I'll explain that. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Sangeeta, for the feedback and any other. Yeah, thank you, Balu. You have understood it in a easy manner. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, Rajkumar, for the feedback. Yeah, thank you, Rajkumar. Yeah, Soundarya has a question. Can't able to locate when I use pipe symbol double forward slash # at the rate ID is equal to radio 1 at the rate name is equal to gender. If I use or, okay, it's locating correctly. If I made any mistake in pipe XPath, okay, let's find it out. The example you are taking it from which application? This application, right? These two radio buttons related stuff. Okay, let's write the XPath expression, Soundarya, and try it out. Okay, double slash forward slash asterisk at the rate ID is equal to radio 1. Again, pipe symbol. After the pipe symbol, again you have to provide double forward slash asterisk at the rate name is equal to gender. Maybe you are missing the tag name here. This part you are missing. This part you have to write again for type symbol. Okay. Is that clear, Soundarya? That's what is the mistake in your case. Now it's locating two elements. Okay. Clear now, Soundarya?
But we can
Yes, sir.
optimize this expression, Arun.
We can optimize. Definitely we can optimize the expression. That's also correct. Here, right or same. Okay.
Arun, I have a problem
Hmm.
in the child and parent tag. So I'm confused how to select the parent tag and the child tag.
How to select the parent and child tag? Any example?
That means if there is the product list, so if I want to traverse between the each and every product, so in that case I am having a confusion.
Okay. So I'll inspect this
Yeah,
one. For example, I'll inspect this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay. This multi-selection box will having a lot of options inside it, right? 4 options are there. Now you want to locate the select tag. Okay. And which has an ID as multi-select 1. So you'll say square bracket at the rate ID is equal to multi-select 1, right? So it has located this multi-selection box field. Now from this, but in this you want to select one of the option, not this multi-selection box field. Inside the multi-selection box field, with you want to select a option, but you can see here all these options are the child elements of the select tag or not.
Yeah.
Yes. So to go to that child option, I have to say slash option. Now when press enter, how many elements are getting located?
4.
Because there are 4 options here. 4 children are there for this multi-selection box field. That's why 4 are coming. But if I want to find the first option only, out of this 4, only Volvo option I want to find. Are these all options children of this parent tag select or not?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll put 1 here. That will locate only the first one at the tag level. You don't have to put in the
Yeah,
circle.
and what about this div class is equal to widget?
Where is
What
the
is
div?
this?
Where is the
Yeah,
div
yeah. On the
class?
top of this select tag, there is a div.
Yeah, div tag. Okay. So this is a parent of the
So,
select tag, right? This is a parent of the select tag. So if you have to locate like
okay.
this, double slash div, you have to start with double slash div slash select at the rate ID is equal to multi select 1. It's locating still.
Okay.
From where you are starting, that is a parent, right?
Okay.
But in the upcoming sessions, we have a concept known as XPath axis, where you can only not only now here I'm showing you how to traverse from parent to child, right? I'll show you how to go back from child to parent also. That will be
Okay.
and as part of XPath axis. Then it will be more clear for you. Okay. How to navigate from bottom to up and top to bottom. Okay. So that will be covered in the XPath axis, because of which only XPath expressions are powerful locators out of all the locators we have in the for Selenium automation for locating the
Okay.
elements, for helping Selenium automation in locating the elements. Okay.
Okay. So
Clear?
that means each and every function on the web page has their own parent.
Yeah, the HTML is written like this. Okay.
Okay.
Why we write div tags? Generally, what is the purpose of div tags? To divide the page. Div means divide, to categorize.
Okay.
Developers have to develop this kind of complex application. Without
Mm-hmm.
organizing, can they create this kind of application? Header section, they need to organize. Footer section, they have to organize. Body section, they have to organize. And under the body section, left part, they have to organize. Middle part, they have to organize. Right side part, they have to organize. Under the left part of the middle part, again, they have to go with the different categories. That's why they put div tag everywhere. Okay. Now you
Okay.
understand why div tag is there in the throughout the HTML
Yeah,
code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am understood.
Tag
Yeah.
has a meaning actually. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that, all this structure will come. Parent, child, grandchild will come. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we need just understand the purpose. That's it. Okay. And also there are some span tags. In a single element, you have to provide three sections. Element level 3 sections means you will not go with the div tag. Then you will go to span tags. Okay. Somewhere you have seen the span tag, right? So an element
Mm-hmm.
multiple parts. Okay. There you will use span tag. Okay. So it's an opposite of div tag. Div tag is at the page level categorizing. Element level in a single,
Okay.
multiple sections you want to create. People create use span tag. Okay. Like that, every tag in HTML has a purpose of categorizing and organizing. Okay. For example, I'll give you other than this one. I'll take you to one example, and I'll go to this register page and or maybe login page and try to log in. I got a warning message, right? I'll inspect this warning message. This is single element only, right? But here,
Mm-hmm.
see whether it has anything. Okay, they have not used any span tag here. But some cases they will use span tag. I'll just take an example from ChatGPT because I cannot directly find it. HTML span tag. Sometimes it takes time depending on the load it has, or it has to think much. HTML span tag. For example, this is only single paragraph, right? Only one
Mm-hmm.
element. This one is. Write yourself also, you can go. There's only one element. From here, this is the entire paragraph, right? That you are seeing here. My mother has blue eyes and my father has dark green eyes is a thing. But what they want to do, some portion of the paragraph they want to display in blue color. Some portion, not entire text, but some portion of the text they want to display in blue color, dark blue color, and some in dark green color. Okay, blue color and dark green color. What they have done, whatever the portion that they want in blue color, right, that have surrounded with span tags. Single element inside that they are categorizing, breaking into multiple parts. Span tag, and they applied one color for the portion of the part. Okay, till here. And another portion of the paragraph, again they surrounded with span tag and applied a different styling. So that's why in a single paragraph we got different colors. Now got it? Span tag at element level example is clear for you? Is that clear? Or any doubts?
Clearer.
Yeah. Like this, HTML has a lot of this kind of stuff. Okay. So okay, get used to that. Okay, guys. Any other questions or doubts?
Yeah, hi Arun, Priyanka here.
Yeah,
Yesterday I
Priyanka.
pinged into group as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Arun, so 2 weeks ago, no, I got a call from consultancy for Infosys contract to hire. For
Hmm.
scheduling interview, I just say yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
And yesterday I got a call from Infosys HR. So that
Okay.
time I didn't know about the consultancy. They are giving me opportunity
Have you
to
accepted the
consultancy.
offer already, or have you not accepted?
No. So that manager, Infosys manager, and that Infosys HR is directly connecting with me on a WhatsApp. Okay,
Okay.
and they have scheduled a call today for my onboarding process and all. But
But have you
yesterday,
accepted the offer? Have you accepted the
no,
offer?
no,
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 right?
not yet. Offer letter and all. I
They are
didn't
trying to
get.
convince you to join the company. Simple words.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
But I,
So first
but
of
I
all,
don't want to.
No, but you don't want to join. Okay. Do you have any other
No,
offers in your hand? Why you don't want to
no,
join?
not yet, but I have cleared 2 rounds in one of the companies, so I'm
Other
waiting for
company.
the result. Yeah.
Okay. So you are pretty sure that you may get selected there. Okay.
Yeah, but even if I don't get selected in that company, but I don't want this contract to hire because already I experienced this twice, Arun.
Okay. You
So
already have the experience of contracting, but only the current
no,
situation
no,
is
not a
that.
contract, but that client change, third party kind of things. They don't give
Hmm.
leaves and all. So
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. That's correct only. Fine. Fine. So, thing here is how to overcome this, right? So, mm, yeah, first good thing is that I'm able to hear these days started, guys. Just now, like in this month, I have kept on hearing like some offers are coming from different companies.
yeah.
Okay, a lot of people are talking. Some buzz has started. Okay, if I see the previous month, right, this offers and job happenings are not there at all, right? So
Yes,
now I
yes, correct,
at least
correct.
see people talking about like, okay, I'm getting some offers here and there, automation offers. This question I got in the interview, that question I got in the interview. That means that some buzz has started. Some unfreezing of the jobs is opening up. That's one good thing that we can understand. But now to your solution, what solution you are expecting is how to, straightforward tell them, okay, that you are not interested.
Yeah, but Arun, can I
Hmm.
make a request to the Infosys HR or that manager that if they can hire me as a full time because the requirement is they want me to join within a week. So
Okay,
can I
then
make?
tell them
Yeah.
if only full time I'll join, otherwise I'll not join. But only the risk here is, only the risk part here is you may lose that. If they are not ready, there may be situation, right? That they may be okay with your request or may not be okay. Okay, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you are really in, it all depends on you. You have to take a call because so depending on your situation, like if you really need the job at this moment, you can go there. Okay. And the other term is like after you join as contract, like for how many months they are putting you, fixing you there?
Yeah, they said the it will be extended after 1 year. It will be extended.
Yeah.
I asked them,
After
is there any guarantee if you are?
no guarantee, they will say.
Yeah, that's what.
You see, HR people, right? I have attended a lot of interviews. Whatever they say may
Yes,
be
I
correct, may not be
experienced with
right.
tech
Until
system.
and
I
unless it is
had a
written on
very.
paper, until and unless it is written on paper, you cannot,
Mhm.
fight with them because, there are like some company I attended, okay, interview and,
Mhm.
and my friends also have attended some companies. They lure you kind of thing, they'll say that we'll send to on site, we'll give you, we'll put you in this kind of project, that kind of things and everything. But ultimately, after you join the company, right, they will disappear. Okay, you will not
Yes,
know.
yes, Arun, because I already experienced this with tech
That will
systems,
be that
no?
is a common thing. Their duty is like that. Their job is like that. Okay, they have to get the people
Mhm.
into the company at any cost. Okay, so their
Mhm.
whatever the vocal things they said may or may not be right, and it's all about you. Like you have to take a call. In this case, also, if you ask them for permanent, and
Mhm.
after taking, even though you take them, they take you as a permanent, right? They have a flexibility where in the company policies, after 6 months only, they can, after considering your performance, they will make you permanent generally. Normal people also.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Mhm. Okay.
so they will say that okay for now, and tomorrow you join the company. What will happen? Since your performance is not good, they will say, and then they'll start the process like that. So everything is there
Okay.
in their control. Okay, you cannot even though you ask them, right, it may not be kind of what you want because they are with the mindset of contracting. They can do whatever they want later. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
feel.
correct.
Correct, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yes,
if
yes,
you
yes.
go with a permanent position, also there is a possibility that after 6 months only they will make you permanent, right? Generally, with your performance and all. Okay, so they'll
Mhm.
use that point as a means to if they don't have the requirement, they will just use that point in that case.
Yeah. So I had a discussion with that manager. That project is like a
Hmm.
long-term project. It is about 10 to 20 years. Network, some credit card, debit card related projects. So
So
project duration is
what you can do is like, you can bargain on the salary part, I feel. Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah,
not in
but
any
Arun,
other
I don't
aspects, it will
want
not work. If
to.
you really don't want a salary also doesn't matter. And if you don't want, right, then
Mhm.
tell them straightforwardly because you see, there is no hope, there is no guarantee here that even though they take you as permanent, you will not be permanent, right? So there is no guarantee in
Yeah,
this. They are
and that
looking for contract.
consultancy also not so good. Earlier,
Hmm.
I was on payroll of a tech system and the client was not good. But here,
Hmm.
that consultancy only not so good. Only one paid leaves for every month.
Don't go with that. If you don't like, definitely you have to take the call depending on your situation.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
situation or if you really, because you see it's all our risk, right? Sometimes
yeah.
we have to take our own risk. Like sometimes our decisions may be wrong, may be correct. Decision making is all depends on person to person, right? So the decisions I take may be different from the decisions you take according to your situations. Okay. So just
Mhm.
figure it out. Like in your situation, do you really need that job? Okay, if contract also,
Mhm.
if you really need, then go for it. Okay, in your situation, if you feel that okay, I will wait, I'll take some risk, and I'll get another offer for sure. Okay, why to stick with
Yeah.
this company? Like then you leave it. Okay, so it's upon
Okay.
you.
Okay.
No one can suggest you or give you an answer, a straightforward answer. But I hope I added some value. I
Yeah.
gave you
Yeah.
some clarity what will happen in
Definitely.
real time, right? That much is okay. And also notice
Yeah.
period also you have to take care, because they
Mhm.
take you as contract, and again they will say notice. Sometimes they will take notice period as 3 months. Okay, you
Mhm.
cannot try outside and you will be stuck here. Okay, that also will happen. Okay, so
Yeah.
different situations, Sangam.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't accepted the offer yet.
Hmm.
In the night, they have scheduled at 9 p.m. because
Okay.
that manager is
So
in
if you are not
US.
interested,
So,
simply don't attend them. And before that, you say that I'm not interested in this. I'm not going to attend this call. Okay,
yeah.
just mention that and just leave it. Okay. But if you
Okay,
feel that
okay.
okay, I'll take it up. Okay, I don't have anything in my hand at this moment, then take it. Otherwise, you are saying that you are already having another thing going on, and you are expecting that
Yeah,
there is
yeah, yeah.
possibility, right? Wait for that. Okay.
Okay, okay, Arun.
Job
Yeah.
market,
Thank
I feel that
Mhm.
kind of. I talked to some people also, and they said like they are seeing some buzz in the market. Some openings are coming up. Okay,
Yes, yes,
that's a
correct.
positive sign. So you can wait. I feel, but it's all up to you at the risk level. You have to take. I cannot take your risk. Okay, I only can
Yes, yes,
the situation circumstance, but you are the one who has to take the risk.
yes, Arun.
Okay,
Okay.
and
Thank you
everyone,
so much.
not only you, but everyone when joining the companies, if in companies you see the notice period as more than 2 months, better not to join, guys. Okay, definitely their work culture
Mhm.
will be bad. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is a very single point you have to see. Like everyone, we just only look at the salary, right? Exit also we have to see. Entry is okay, but exit also we have to see.
Mhm.
There are some companies, right, whose exit is 3 months. It will become very bad for you when you want to leave the company. Okay, you will not be able to leave because offers you, they will want you to join immediately and they will not agree, right? The company policies
Yes.
are not good. Company work culture is not good. The hectic work they will make you to do. Or if you want to figure out before joining companies by checking their notice period, the exit notice period, if it is more than 2 months, how much less the company is that much good. Okay, if the notice period of the company is 1 month, the company is super good. You can
Okay.
blindly join the company because their work culture and everything will be so much good. If it is 2 months,
Mhm.
a medium range, okay, I can go kind of. Okay, most of the companies
Okay.
call it to 2 months. But if it is 3 months, then take a call properly. Okay. If you join that, you are stuck. You will get stuck. Okay. Make sure you don't make that
Okay.
mistake. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you, Arun.
Yeah.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Yeah. Then we have Sir Manjula. Manjula is asking me a question. Yeah, Pushkar. Yeah, Pushkar and Manjula. So first I'll go with the top to bottom. Let's see. Mm, Manjula sir, how to select for country and option as states? Option always changing and districts always changing. Where is this thing that you are seeing, Manjula? On which page? Manjula, you there? Okay, she has left, it seems. So let's do it tomorrow. I'll just copy this. Copy this and we'll ask. We'll check with her tomorrow. That's okay. Then, yeah. Pushkar, you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning,
Yeah,
sir.
you are asking me a question like you are having a notice period of 3 months. Due to that, calls are not happening. I'm coming for it. How to handle it? The way is the new company has to buy you out, and in company notice period policies, right? If you want to break that notice period, there will be some terms. Okay, you have to pay some money. That's one way. The other way is that you have to take a risk of getting a offer from one company. Okay, where you just mentioned the 2 months notice period and get an offer, and by the time the 2 months period will complete, try to get another job offer. Try to get another job offer, so that again you will say 2 months. So if the first company you like, but they said you said 2 months now, at the end you can say that I need one more month to join. Okay, if when you have other offer in hand, you can play with the first company. Okay, so my company is not leaving me, and though my notice period is 2 months, but they're asking me to stay for one more month because I have some work here that they cannot leave me right now, and so I can you extend my offer for 1 month. You have to play this when you have another offer in your hand. Otherwise, this is the only way possible. Otherwise, either you have to pay the money and come out, or the new company that you are joining, right, have to buy you out. Okay, if you are really important for the new company, they need to buy you out. That means the new company will pay you just for taking you into the new company. Okay, that is second option. Third option is that you have to play with multiple offers. Okay, get one offer, make that first offer, wait for 2 months, and by that time you try another company and get another offer in hand, and play with the first company if you like it, or go for the second company, whatever you feel. Okay, that's the only way, Pushkar. There is no other way. Is that clear?
Okay, sir. So, yes. So actually, sir, I have mentioned 3 months notice period in my Naukri profile. So I reduce it to 2.
Yeah.
So I need to reduce it to 2
Reduce it.
months. So
You see, this is all about your risk again. Okay. So because once you get an offer letter, you have to resign in your current company, and you should be pretty sure that in that 2 months period, right, you have to find another job. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If that risk is there, then at least 2 months you say, and then at least more calls you will get, and you have to take up this risk. The risk is still there. Okay. So what happens sometimes is there may be some backfiring will happen where the company will not accept because you say 2 months, you have not joined in 2 months. They will say we are rejecting your kind of offer. We are taking back our offer. Then you have to again talk to your current company, and then settle up there, and stay in the current company even though you resigned. Okay. Maybe you just talk to your managers, and in that period, right, take some support from your managers who are good to you and all. Okay. In some companies that will work out. Okay. Some companies it will not work out. It all depends on situations, guys. But I have seen the people doing that. They will resign first after getting an offer for 2 months notice period. Okay. Then after that, they will start playing the game of getting another offer, and then start playing the game. And either they have to stick back to the same company they are working, or they have to move on, or they have to take a risk. Okay. So all these varieties you have to try it out, Pushkar.
Okay,
And
sir. Okay.
that is up to you again. Risk level is up to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So yeah, fine. So the people,
Yeah.
yeah,
And one question is like the
yeah.
companies who are like the Infosys, TCS, right? For those
Mhm.
companies, by default, the notice period is 3 months, right? So whenever you go for an interview, right, and you will mention like you are working for TCS something, right? So they
Mhm.
will say by default it's a known thing, right? So they will say you are from TCS and the notice period is 3 months. So how you will handle in 2 months?
Yeah, that is
Like, do you need to
that,
say like we have already
I
put
was
the papers and we have
Yeah,
survived 1 month?
that's what is the risk I am telling you. Okay. You see, 3 months, if you are not getting calls, then the best way is to say 2 months. But if you go to the companies like TCS, and if you are coming from companies like TCS and all those stuff where 3 months notice period is there, then that is a risk you are taking, right? So you can say that no, I'm not getting any calls when I'm. That's openly you have to talk to the HR people. You see, at the end of the day, your skills matter. Okay, people doesn't worry whether, because they also know that 2 months, 3 months is too much. Okay, they also know that, but there is no other way. If they caught you saying that okay, you have put 2 months, but your TCS there is 3 months thing. How can you put 2 months? Means you say, sir, understand my situation. I'm not getting calls when I put 3 months. That's the reason I have mentioned 2 months in my resume. Like that, you can talk. What's the mean? I believe in my skills. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I need to get an offer. And then in that situation, you can say, can you wait for 3 months, sir? Because other companies, you know, I have to get calls, right? Otherwise, I'm not getting calls. Despite of having this skill set, I'm not getting calls. So I have to put it. The situation has forced me like that. If you explain, anyone can take it positive. There's no harm in that, right? No one is doing any. There's not a big mistake, right? That people will do. You are not masking anything there. Okay, so that's okay. It's the way how you convey them who are doing the interview. They'll laugh and then they'll go forward. Whether they want to take it or not doesn't matter. But just for the sake of 1 or 2 companies, right? You cannot put 3 months everywhere, right? And because of that, the calls will drop for you. Clear? Clear? Clear
Yes,
with
sir.
that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to play, guys. Okay. There's no other way to get out of that rut. Okay. But the companies are good. TCS and such companies are good. Some companies having 3 months notice period also good. For example, if you are saying TCS, the work culture is very good. I feel that as a retirement kind of stuff. Okay. Apart from the layoffs and all. But if you see TCS is a very good one. Okay. They don't, compared to other companies, the chances of you losing the job is very less there. Okay. They have very good process and they value their employees and all. I have seen the people working in TCS very cool mind and all. Okay. All those stuff. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions you guys have? Guys, any other questions? Okay, fine. So anyone new to this batch is still there in the meeting?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Vignesh, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Vignesh, can you tell me like at what level you are and before joining this class, right? So do you have any knowledge of Selenium or Java or something already or
yeah.
what?
I have some basic knowledge in Java and Selenium.
Okay. Basic
So
knowledge,
I
but
can
you are not an
understand.
expert or you are not that much.
No. Yeah, no. Because I don't have any hands-on experience in that. But
Okay, but you have some
I have
knowledge.
some. Yeah.
Hands-on is not there. Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vignesh, the thing is that we are in between. Okay.
Okay.
So, but we have 3 modules going on. First module is from Monday to Friday. So today we are in that module. The module 1. That is Monday to Friday. Where in this Monday to Friday, I generally teach people on Selenium and Java. Okay. So in that, a lot of topics we already completed. We have 3 Telegram groups here, where I'm posting separately for each and everything. For example, batch 1 QFX is a module 1, where you see this many number of sessions. A lot of sessions have been already completed. But don't worry, even though it is completed, right? I am currently covering XPath expressions. That is an independent topic only. Okay. So while the XPath expressions are going on, so what I want you to do is, since you already have some basic knowledge, right? Start with the day 1. Watch at 2x speed. Okay. These videos. Watch at 1.5 or 2x speed. These recordings, day 1 recordings on keep going down. So I think the sessions will continue for till maybe I thought of 10th as the last day, but may continue till 11th or 12th. I'm just guessing. So till that you have the time. So watch my previous recordings and also don't worry. These sessions will be repeated for you in the repetition module. Okay. So because since you have joined now, definitely you have the recording access. You can watch them parallelly and parallelly attend my sessions. And okay. And you can wait for the next batch coming up. By the time, why to waste the time? You can go to the recordings and try to sync with the batch as much as possible. Okay. That's the first thing.
Yes.
And that's the plan I'm giving you. Starting from day 1, you start, or if you directly want to start with Java, you can start with day 11. Okay. Till day 1 to day 10, some basics are there. Okay. Some basics of software testing knowledge, like that kind of stuff are there. But you can even start from day 11 if you want to reduce the time and later go with day 1 to day 10. Okay. Once you complete everything. Fine. So that's the plan. Try to complete as much as possible in your free time. And you mostly have the time before 13th, right? You keep a target and try to complete this previous recordings. Then that will be fine. And okay. So, and parallelly attend the sessions, and 3 modules we have. Second module we have is on, second module is on the weekends. That is Saturday and Sunday. What we do on weekends is we automate a live application and we take some challenges. Today, one guy has pinged this thing, right? This one. how to select for
Yeah.
or some other thing, some I put in the Telegram group, right, somewhere here.
Yes, man. Green.
Yeah, yeah, this one, ESPN related stuff. Okay, this kind of challenges we
Yeah.
keep getting. The challenges we'll try to automate on the weekends. Okay, on the live.
Okay.
So that is the implementation part. So that will give you a lot of confidence than the sessions. Okay. So we'll teach the topics on Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, we implement, we write the automation scripts for different applications, and we are planning to automate an end-to-end application on the Saturday, Sunday. That's the plan. Okay. And apart from that, on Saturday, Sunday, from afternoon, 11 a.m. Okay. Not afternoon, actually 11 a.m. Okay. So morning hours, that is the thing. In the 7 a.m., same time that you joined today, right? Same time, we have that weekend live thing. On the 11 a.m., we are doing a manual testing where also we are just started on manual testing part in the beginning stage, where we have a lot of people who came forward to share different domain knowledges and all those stuff. Okay, it's not just training, but knowledge sharing sessions are happening on Saturdays. Okay, Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 a.m. So these are the 3 modules, just to give you an idea. So just go through the recordings for now and try to join all these 3 Telegram groups. Manual testing Telegram group. This is a Monday to Friday thing, and the weekend live automation things. Totally 8 recordings are there. Okay. So like that, you go there and watch them, and parallelly watch my sessions. So today's session, you are able to understand. Na?
Yeah, I'm able to understand.
Yeah, fine. So at least for today, if you are not good with XPath, you just watch the previous 2 sessions first and then come. Okay. Then go to the other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the plan for you. And I think the other person who has joined today has left her. So I'll talk to her tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Yeah, fine, guys. Any other questions you have? So you can ask me. So
I
I'll just,
have,
yeah,
I,
sure.
yeah, Krupal is here. I also
Krupal.
joined from the mid of the Feb, but I have not attended the Java session. So I am lagging the OOPS concept. So where, from which class I have to start?
Day 11, you have to start.
Day 11. Okay.
11, yes. Go to the top,
Uh,
scroll down, and you will see something day 3, day 4 going on like this, and day 7, day 8. Then we have this day 9. Then here we have day 10, and finally we have day 11 here. You can start from here, which is on December 28 related, somewhere around. Okay. Okay. So start from
so
there.
this is the first Java session now.
It's the first Java session. If you want to start with Java, just start with December 28, day 11. Okay.
Okay.
So nodes are same, I guess. Today's, and every day I do this. Okay. I share the notes, whatever the notes I use, right? That notes I share every day. And apart from that, any code is there. Yesterday there was some code implementation was there. So code I shared. Today there is no code to be shared. And assignments I share. Assignments earlier days. You see, XPath has started here, somewhere here, you see. Today's notes, okay. Assignment 1, part 1, XPath and CSS part 1. This started on March 4th, first session. So here you can start with the XPath thing, and the same notes I'm using still. Assignments are already given. These assignments, same assignments you have to do. You have to continue doing until our XPath things are completed, okay. This one you have to do. And every day I'll post the recording after the session, okay. XPath expression part 1 is there, and the notes, assignment 1, okay. The different assignments I give. So this assignment you have to complete, this assignments you have to complete. And while you are watching, the new people, when you are watching, don't do the assignments, okay? Directly watch the videos, okay? Try to sync up with the batch. That's the main thing. Later you can do the assignments when you are free time. There are optional assignments I give. So whether you do or doesn't matter. And also I'm not going to push you on the assignments. It's up to you how much you want to improve. So here I'll say same apart from doing assignments given from part 1, okay. Also do the below assignments. Every day I'll give some assignments, okay. That's another beauty of our sessions. So assignment 1 for today, practice all the basic and extra XPath examples I have demonstrated in the session today. Okay, that's what is the assignment. Okay, whatever in the notes, whatever the examples I demonstrated today, right? All those things you have to practice by yourself. So that is assignment, and in a while I'll upload the recording. In 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours, I'll upload the recording. Okay, you can check later. Fine, that's the thing, guys. Yeah.
Sir, when we find the XPath of the radio button, sir, in the page level, we use the parenthesis and then we provide the indexing. And in the tag level, we don't provide the round square.
Yes, that's it. Correct. Correct.
But sir, I do that, and it also gives the unique. So this provide in the
double
chat
slash
box.
input at the rate name is equal to gender. If I say, for example, okay, so I have to write it in selector subplot something. If I write the XPath expression like this, it's locating 2 elements. Up to this, you are clear, right?
And when we provide the round circle in the
Circles
tag level.
for tag level will not provide circles. For circles will provide for the page level. If you also provide the circles,
working.
But it will work because it is searching at the page level.
Okay, sir.
There are 2 elements. Still, it can work because at page level, still 2 elements only, right?
Okay, sir.
So there is no need. But if you put also, there is no problem. You are getting my point, right? But some situations will come. This is okay. You can write like this also. Okay. But not always you put the circular brackets, right? When needed, you generally go for circular brackets, right? So generally we go with this approach. And if it is not working, then we go with the circular brackets and extra thing. Since it is not working, but it will also work. But it is searching at the page level only. Page level way it is working, not at the tag level. But if this is fine, you can do it. If you want to simplify the XPath, you can remove the circular brackets. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
The purpose is to simplify the XPath, then you remove the circular brackets and locate at the tag level. It doesn't matter whether you simplify or not. Since it is working, if you want, you can still use it. No problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear, na? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It will work, Shashank. It will work. Yeah, this also will work. But to simplify this, we have to remove the circular bracket. But it's up to you whether you want to use with circular brackets or without circular brackets. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? I think we are good. So we'll meet tomorrow, guys. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. Yeah, welcome, Shashank. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending today's session. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.